Hello, welcome again to our channel for another episode. And today actually we want to have some fun with the jaw. So we will be doing some practice with the jaw, free practice, not a specific technique. So join us and have a look at how we're playing in our dojo. What we want to share with you today is a bit of free practice with the jaw. Just moving around with the jaw, feeling comfortable with a weapon, having a weapon in the hands. And we will do two things. So one part will be jaw against free hands. And then we will go into a jaw against jaw practice, starting slowly with a step-by-step movements and then getting a bit more advanced as we go on with this practice. So let's start with the first exercise. And here, Sandra will just attack me. And let's say that for the beginning, she will attack only with a ski. And as she does the ski, so we go step by step. She comes at me. I wait until the end of her movement. And then I will, as soon as she finishes, I will move somewhere to a place where I'm in a good position, in a good relation to her. So I might control the jaw, I might touch her somewhere to get into the center line. So the idea of this exercise is simply to, after the attack, to move to a place where I could continue doing something. I could continue with a technique or with another movement related to Aikido. So if she continues with another ski, I will move again, maybe this time here, forcing her to move around, change direction. And again, the reverse ski from the other side, moving again to the side. So we can play this way a little bit with one simple attack just to get the feeling of the position where we need to get the center line actually of the attacker as much as possible. And then we can say, okay, now we move to the next step, to the second level, let's say, of the practice. The second level would be the attack is not defined, so she can do anything. She can do a ski, she can do a yokomenuchi or a shomenuchi, or even strike from the side, whatever feels right at the moment from the position that she is in. So a ski, okay. Maybe just if you can stop, it's a good thing. I mean, Sandra is going to the end now. It's pushing through, is touching me with the ski. But it makes it a bit difficult for this level of exercise. It makes it a bit more difficult to move to the side, for example. So normally I would be moving to the side before the jaw touches me. So let's stop just a bit before. Okay, so for this exercise, step by step, we want to stop the jaw just before so that I can really move in a way that I would be moving with a dynamic attack without this stop-by-stop mode. Okay, so maybe two hands on the jaw, connecting into the center line again. And moving behind. Wow, ski. Moving underneath. And coming in again. And and every time I move, actually, I want to emphasize this moment when I take the balance, okay, when I take the center line, when I connect into the center line. And this way, Sandra also has to make the effort of coming back at me. She has to make the effort of coming back at me because she's a little bit out of balance at this moment. And she's not resisting. It's not a, let's say, hard exercise where we want to show who is better. We want to practice together. So I don't have to do a lot, to work a lot on the center line to get her out of balance. She agrees to be out of balance here because it helps her also to find the next movement in a more natural way. Okay. Maybe any Riminag at the end. So this was level 2. We had a free attack, not predefined attack, so we can start being more creative in the movement. And at the same time, we were doing it step by step, or in a start-stop mode, what we call start-stop in our dojo. So start, stop, start, stop. Okay, so we call it start-stop mode because we do the movements one by one. If you want to move now to a level 3, it might be still at a slow pace, to practice at a slow pace, to practice in a safe way, not to get hurt during the practice. But we can start moving in a fluid way. So Sandra is attacking me slowly. I move at the same time this time, so it's not a start-stop anymore. And she continues. So we can still make a little stop. Sorry, I was speaking, I didn't think about moving. We can still do a stop at the end of every attack defense, but the attack defense happens at the same time. Okay, so first thing, I'm trying to get off the line of attack. Second thing is I'm trying to get into a position where I can do something to finish the situation. Okay, so we've done some jaw exercise with free hands against an attacker with a jaw. So now we can move into a jaw against jaw. And again, the first level that we will start with, that we will begin with, is very basic. I will be holding my jaw and moving. We also do a start-stop. So Sandra attacks, stops, and then I move. And I will be moving in relation to the attack, in relation to the attacker coming in, but still just holding my jaw, not doing anything with it. Okay, so it's a very basic level just to get used to moving around, moving over the line of attack with a weapon in your hands. So she can do ski, I will move to the side, she can do shomenuchi or yokomenuchi. That's a more difficult one maybe. Okay, so I'm just looking for the spaces where I can enter to avoid the attack, to get over the line of attack and get in a good position in relation to the attacker. So this would be the first level of the exercise. When we move to the second level, I will start moving using my jaw as well. So as she's attacking, we do still start-stop mode, and I open maybe the way for the attack, but this time I will be moving using my jaw to block or to connect. Or maybe even not in this position, but maybe, that's a difficult one. But maybe even to move to the side and counter-attack. And for now, the attacker is always trying, so Sandra is always trying to attack me. Even if I counter, she will not block, she will try to find a way around to attack me again. So I can go around here, towards the knee, another attack. Okay. Okay, so we use both our jaws, but we still move in a start-stop mode. Now moving to the third level, it's similar like with the hands. So now we will start moving at the same time. And again, in the beginning, we do it slowly. Okay, first of all, we don't want to hurt each other. So as she attacks, I move, and we can make a little pause, a little break at the end of each attack. Maybe a counter, maybe a block, maybe a counter as well. A strange one. Block. So we try to move. Whoops, sorry. We try to move together at the same time and do it slowly. Now the thing is, when we move slowly, we might have a tendency, so I will show it now. I do a ski, so we might have a tendency as our target is moving away, when we do it slowly, we might have a tendency to follow our target. So when Sandra is moving away to the side, I do the ski, and I follow her, right? Because I'm doing it slowly, I have a time, I can readjust. But if you want to simulate a normal speed behavior, when I attack fast and she moves to the side, I don't really have the time or the possibility to readjust my attack because I'm going fast in on the shortest way possible towards the target. So if you want to simulate it correctly, we do the same thing at a slow pace. So I move in and I stay on my target where it was when I started the attack. Because I know that if I do it fast, I will not be able to readjust my ski and redirect it to the side where Sandra is now. Okay? So here we got on the 3 levels of exercise with both of us having a jaw. We might want to get a bonus exercise. We'll see how it works. We didn't try it before today. So let's have a look how it works. The bonus exercise is that we are not defining the roles. So whoever sees the possibility can attack. The attacker defender roles can change in the flow. So when I do a counter, in the previous exercise when I was doing a counter strike, Sandra was still trying to continue attacking me. Now actually when I do a counter, she might decide to block and become the one who is defending. Okay, so let's have a look how it will work. So again. Okay, and we might also, maybe it was not the perfect one, but it's a practice, so we are practicing, we are trying to get better. And you can see also that you can use some connections with a jaw to the body, as I did in the end, to get the center line and throw your opponent to the tatami. So this is what we wanted to share with you this time, and we hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in which way you are training in your dojo, practicing in your dojo to not only to repeat the techniques, as we do very often, but when you have these special occasions of increasing your creativity, moving with the weapons, getting used to moving around with a weapon, handling it in a comfortable way. And let's exchange in the comments.